Namaste friends. I'm bringing to you another lost recipe today, which is pineapple rasamrita. It's a favorite recipe for Naivedyam and there's a beautiful story behind it regarding Krishna and Radha. Please make sure you read it on my website. And let's get started. We need a chopped pineapple, half cup, and half cup of nuts which have soaked in water. I'm peeling off the skin of almonds and I'm keeping aside. And now I'm taking a pan and I'm adding 2 tablespoons of ghee or clarified butter. And for this I am taking half cup of chiroti rava or semolina, which is very fine. So if you are not able to find fine semolina, what you can do is you can take the normal semolina or rava and put it in a mixer and make it into a fine grains, and then you can use it. And we are roasting this semolina until it is golden brown. And for the same pan, now I have taken 2 tablespoons of ghee, and for that I am adding pineapple and I am gently toasting it. So we have to roast this pineapple for at least 3 to 4 minutes. And after that we are adding around 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder and we are going to roast again. So turmeric here is anti-inflammatory and also it adds a beautiful color to this recipe, which is like golden hue. And for this we are adding the roasted rava or semolina which we had roasted earlier, that we are adding, and we are going to gently roast again so that it's all well combined. We just want to combine it, we don't have to roast it again because it's already roasted. We just want to make sure that pineapple is well mixed with the semolina. We can also use any other fruit for this, like apples and also bananas. If you're using bananas, make sure you add it in the end. Now I'm adding the cashew almond paste. Remember we had soaked the cashew and almonds, so I've made a paste of it. I'm going to add that. And I'm adding 1 cup of water to the jar, the mixer jar in which I had made the paste, and I'm adding that to the mixture. So the water level what we need for this recipe is 3 times the rava size. So chiroti rava or semolina what we have taken is half cup. So 3 times of it is going to be 1.5 cups. So 1 cup right now I have added, and I'm going to add half cup again later. The reason why we are not adding all the water at once is because it will start spluttering and there may be chances of formation of lumps. So we make sure that we add in batches. So you can also do half cup at a time, or 1 cup and a half cup later. So now I'm adding half cup of water to the same jar and I've made sure that the jar is clean. I don't like wasting things, and that's the reason why I did this method. So now I'm going to mix it gently. So this recipe requires a lot of patience and also a lot of love in your heart, especially because the whole paste is very smooth. So you have to make sure you're very gentle when we are mixing it, and you can see that the lesser vigorous you do, the more smoother you get. So you have to make sure that you are tossing it with lot of love and care, and it's perfect as in any Naivedyam or any prasadam what we make for God. It has to be made with a lot of love and care. See now that all the water has been soaked up really well, and the paste is leaving the sides with oil, so that means it's very well cooked. So I keep turning a little bit more. So for me it looks like it's done. It's perfect. So before we add any sugar or jaggery, we have to make sure that the water content is evaporated. Only then you will get a very smooth rasamrita. For this I'm taking 1 cup of jaggery, or you can also use raw sugar or coconut sugar. They taste good. And now I'll make sure that the jaggery gets melted really nicely and it gets well combined. So you can also use sugar if you want to, but traditional recipe calls for jaggery. And also you can also add a little bit of mishri, that is crystal sugars. I actually had heard a story that Lord Krishna loves crystal sugar a lot. So if you want, you can add some crystal sugar to this. and we have to make sure that it's very well combined. Look at the color. The taste of this recipe, of this Rasamrita, is very different. It's not something which you have eaten before, and I cannot relate this sweet dish to anything. It doesn't taste like kesri bath, it doesn't taste like badam halwa. The whole recipe is completely new, and it's very tantalizing to the taste buds. Now I'm adding mishri or sugar crystals, 2 teaspoons. This is optional, and this will not change much drastically, but still it gives a very nice flavor to this recipe. And for this I'm adding half teaspoon of cardamom powder. So as you know, cardamom powder is a must for all my recipes, especially sweet, so that it cuts down our sugar cravings. And second is, cardamom is cooling in nature, so all the ingredients what we have added in this is actually heat inducing, and cardamom is the only cooling agent, thus making this recipe very well balanced. So see, if you can see that we have got a beautiful sheen on this Rasamrita, and it's very well cooked. You can see that it has left the sides, and ghee is oozing out, so that means this is perfect. I think it's done, and I hope you enjoy this recipe, and please share and do subscribe. I'll see you next week.